podcasting. Hey, like we said last week, we don't pick them, man. They come to us. So, hey, we are back. We got an awesome guest coming on tonight, Mr. Aaron Chine from the great city of Warren, Ohio. He's a pretty good dude.
Yeah, I got to spend a bit of time with him on the river today, and I'd done a float with him before, and got to spend quite a bit of time with him in the raft. And awesome dude, awesome to be out there with. Very enthusiastic, loves it, man. When we'll get to a fish, I caught just a decent sized fish today. He was shaking, just excitement, and just. It was fun. It was a fun time.
Well, we're going to talk with Aaron, but he's used to trout, man. And what you guys did today is not trout fishing.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all. It's a little more warm water and hell of a good time. So.
And just tonight, Jay, it's you and me, man. We're running the ship. We're manning the vessel. Yeah. So if anyone has any complaints, fuck off.
We'll wait till we talk to Aaron about today's fishing. Man, I've been doing tons of fishing. We haven't even got to talk about. But before we get to all the fishing talk and what I've been doing.
And we also have one more special addition to the show tonight. We're going to maybe try doing a little bit of YouTube, getting that action going again. So your cousin, Ethan, is here, Jay. He's videoing us, recording us. So big shout out to Ethan. Yeah, hey!
Yeah, we're going to call him Ethan in the corner. He's Ethan in the corner over there.
Yeah. So and anyone that listens to like popular radio shows, would you say Rogan has a Jesse?
Yeah.
Stern has a Baba Booey. Corolla has a Loxamana Maxipata. We now have an Ethan in the corner.
Hell yeah. Big props to Ethan in the corner.
Ethan in the corner is brought to you by Predator Fly Gear. Check them out at predatorflygear.com.
ARX hooks. Man, super sharp. Hooked a giant fish for me today. Huge striper on an ARX hook.
Check out Sims Fishing at simsfishing.com.
That fish was caught also on one of Urban Fly Company's flies. Go check out Urban Fly Company, urbanflyco.com. It was one of the new minis that Mark's been tying, and man, they're starting to put a hurting on some fish for me.
You've been working them flies out, man.
Trying to, and man, they're solid, and they create a decent sized profile, and not getting too far underneath the water because it's a bit of deer hair in there, and I'm running a very light sink tip, but awesome flies.
Yeah, we were talking about that, the difference between gear fishing and fly fishing for these fish, and we'll get into that with Aaron, like his opinions on it. But if you're gonna go somewhere and travel around, check out Why Not Fishing and they're at the dock.
There was some Yeti, built for the wild.
Oh, we got the big one, man. Hey, someone forgot to post a podcast this Wednesday, but lucky for you guys, it's coming out this Wednesday. You're hearing this Sunday. Wednesday, we are having a show, a special broadcast coming to you with Ryan Evans from Queen City Guiding. Check them out at queencityguiding.com. I already did Sims.
Okay, cool.
Super professional.
Hey, I wrote it down at least and didn't say it.
I know. I had to ruin it. Hey, it's the theater of the mind, We could have let it roll.
We could have let it roll.
But we didn't.
People would have saw it on YouTube. Cut that out, Ethan.
So there are a lot of shows that everyone will have like a little laptop in front of them and they can instant message back and forth. We're not that type of show, man. We have a notepad and 2 pens, and we just hand notes back and forth. And you'll notice tonight when we're doing an interview, we raise our hand. We're back to grade school, man. That's how it works with us. So we've been hanging out long enough to know who has what and who knows what and who wants to say what when.
Yeah, for sure. It gets and after a couple years or 4 years, it's been it's getting to be pretty routine and.
Yeah, it's 4 years of us doing this podcast, but it's been probably 24 years of us fishing together and sleeping over at your mom's house and my mom's house. It's a lifelong marriage, basically.
Oh, I know. And Jace, he's been, he's not here tonight, so I could talk shit on him.
Oh,
he's been hanging out ever since too.
But this marriage doesn't end with a happy ending.
I've been fishing though, man. something cool happened. My buddy came in town. I didn't get to talk about it, and he's a gear guy and bait fisherman. Lives in Columbus. Good friend of mine, and comes up to see the family and see how big kids got and then everything. But fishing's always one thing we like to do, and he knows our rivers got decent sized fish, and he's seen them, and got to hook a few, and so we went out this past weekend and. We got into a few hybrids and all kinds of good time bass
Catfish?
and a few catfish, a bunch of bass. Dad got a decent sized bass, but I had an agenda I've been talking about with you and Mark the last few weeks. Is man, I think there's a couple sections of the float that we do and that I might want to throw a musky rod. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna throw a musky rod next time. I didn't end up throwing a musky rod. I threw like 9 weight with a decent sized fly. Maybe hope for like a pike or something. I'm like, all right, this time. I'm busting out the 12 weight, 13, 14 inch fly, and I'm going to see what the hell happens. So, the section above where the railroad section, we'll call it, and I start fishing that fly and that rod, and we go down through the next section, get to where, where we're going to start thinking of targeting.
Before you get to it, what kind of fly was it? What was the description of the fly?
A Kraken.
Okay, there we go.
Like
if you know
a rip off Kraken from one of Tony. I didn't get it off him. I got the Packerini tails off Mark, and I just tied up a few with the XLs, and hell yeah, man! It was big green, all green fly. Actually, I'll take it back. A little bit of yellow, so it's a lighter green looking. I didn't have chartreuse, so I just went with the green, and. Man, did it killed. I pulled it off the bank, probably 3 strips, right where we figured we were going to see them. And I don't expect anything. Come on, I'm musky fishing our river. Yeah, right, come on. Excuse me, 3 strips in. Oh, I got something. I stripped it. I felt like I stripped into him good, and fish kind of came toward me, and I was fighting them for what it felt like 5 minutes. It was probably, 5 seconds, of like tug of war with the muskie, and then all of a sudden he's off, and I'm like, I stripped my fly. I'm just pulling the fly in still, see if you still come, keep following it or whatever would happen, and just naturally for me, like a lot of guys would have probably just dropped their fly maybe at that point or just been pissed or whatever. Dude, I immediately cast it right back out, like in a second, and this fish comes clean out of the water, tries to crush the fly.
Totally porpoise.
Oh yeah, I see the whole fish. It's yellow as crap, like golden color, not yellow, but golden color, not a darker color like a pike would be, and it was thick for being a maybe 30 to 32 inch fish. And this is all happening in a flash time. I'm not exactly sure how big, but it wasn't giant fish or anything, but still knew it was a muskie. I'm like, oh man, and I throw that fly out there a few more times. I'm like, and I switch flies, go to a little smaller black fly, switch everything up, stay on that fish for a while, and we stayed on him for probably half hour, and I couldn't get him to move. It maybe felt like half hour. It was probably 15 minutes, whatever. I'm not sure of time, but we stayed on him. We anchored kind of right there. Actually rode back up through, and then I was like, Dad, I like to move a little bit, even. With the fly a little bit more, and me and you don't like to sit and anchor much.
Yeah.
Because the way we like our fly to swim.
Yeah, exactly. Like Tommy Lynch was telling us before.
It won't swing.
It'll track true.
Yeah, exactly. So, we did that a couple times, and couldn't get them to come back. So.
In that area, it's not hard to row back upstream to get another float.
No, not now. Especially not now with low water as low as it's been.
Oh, I want to ask you about that. We'll wait till Aaron comes on. They dropped it even more, man.
They put it back up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that was just like a one-day thing.
Because I drove past it on Friday while I was at work, and I could see the line where it had dropped.
It's back up to like a 240.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I fished at the last couple of days.
So, what do you think? Do you think we should go take a break and come on back with Aaron?
Yeah, man. I'm going to keep muskie fishing that section, though, and I think maybe, next couple times we run through there, we'll have a couple guys with muskie rods.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm always game for that. I do have a little bit of a muskie story that we'll get to after the interview with Aaron.
And it's nice not having to throw your muskie rod all day.
I know.
You can have a muskie section, fish it well, and then when you get into the smallmouth sections, you fish for smallmouth.
My elbow hurts so bad from muskie fishing for one day. You know,
Mhm.
it's hard on the body. It hurts.
Yeah, it's nice to. That's what I mean. It's nice to break it up.
Yeah.
You know, you can break it up into sections. I put a musky rod for, will be probably a half hour, 45 minutes of this float, then to the next rod. So that was nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have a 6 weight to back you up.
Yes, exactly.